Did you know that nearly 70% of people give up on their dreams when faced with a major obstacle? Think about it. In a room full of 10 people, 7 will quit when life gets hard. But what if I told you that you could be one of the 3 who refuses to back down? What if you could tap into a power inside you that helps you rise no matter how tough life gets? This isn't about luck. It's about resilience, the strength to push through when everything else tells you to stop. And guess what? You already have that strength inside you. You might not see it yet. But once you discover how to unlock it, nothing will stand in your way. Stick around as we dive into the secret weapon that the most successful people use to conquer any challenge, no matter the odds. Trust me, it's a game changer. Don't miss out on learning how to become unstoppable. If you're ready to unlock your true potential, hit that subscribe button and join us here at Robbins Vision. This could be the moment that changes everything for you. Life throws challenges, but we choose how to respond. So to landscape today, life is full of unpredictability. One moment, everything seems to be going according to plan, and the next you're faced with a challenge that seems insurmountable. Maybe it's an injury that stops you from doing what you love, a tough exam that threatens your future, or a personal setback that shakes your confidence. It's easy to feel like the weight of the world is on your shoulders. And it's normal to ask yourself, can I really get through this? But here's the powerful truth. Resilience is what helps us get through the hardest of times. Resilience isn't about avoiding difficulties or pretending that things are easy. It's about how we respond to those challenges. It's the strength to keep moving forward when everything in us says we should stop. When life throws a curveball, resilience is the inner force that pushes us to face it head on, adapt, and keep going. Symbolizes life doesn't come with guarantees. There will always be obstacles, whether it's a sudden change, a setback, or something out of our control. What separates those who succeed from those who give up is how we choose to respond. Resilience is what makes the difference. It's about refusing to let the odds defeat you, even when they seem overwhelming. It's about trusting that you have the strength inside to get through the tough moments, no matter how hard they seem in the moment. Resilience isn't about being unbreakable. In fact, it's quite the opposite. It's about acknowledging that we all face challenges and we all have our breaking points. But it's also about knowing that when we break, we have the ability to rebuild ourselves. It's about finding the courage to start over when everything falls apart. Resilience is about learning to rise after every fall, getting stronger each time. The key to resilience is perspective. Instead of seeing challenges as walls, we can see them as opportunities to grow, learn, and prove to ourselves what we're really made of. Life is hard, yes, but it's also full of opportunities to bounce back, stronger and wiser than before. So the next time life throws you a challenge, don't ask why me, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Because resilience is not about avoiding the pain. It's about embracing it and using it to fuel your comeback. The power of resilience, Michael's story. Resilience is what allows us to rise up when life seems to be pushing us down. Take Michael, for example. A few years ago, he was a promising sprinter with dreams of going pro. Then disaster struck. A major injury shattered his plans and left him doubting whether he would ever race again. Doctors warned him that recovery could take months, even years. His friends and family weren't sure if he could come back from this setback. But Michael wasn't ready to give up. Instead of letting the injury define his future, Michael decided to face it head on. He spent hours at the gym working with trainers and physical therapists, doing everything in his power to rebuild his strength. The road was long and full of frustration. Some days the pain was unbearable and the temptation to quit was strong. But every time he thought about giving up, Michael reminded himself of why he started. His passion for running and his dream of crossing that finish line. With each passing day, he pushed through the exhaustion, the doubt, and the setbacks. Every small victory, a faster lap time, a bit less pain, fueled him to keep going. It wasn't a smooth journey, but it was his journey. And in the end, all that hard work paid off. Michael returned to the track, stronger than ever. When he crossed the finish line of his first race back, it wasn't just a victory in that moment. It was a testament to his resilience. He had overcome not just the injury, but his own fears and doubts. Michael's story is a powerful reminder that resilience isn't about being invincible. It's about refusing to let setbacks define you. It's about choosing to rise, no matter how hard the fall. In those dark moments when it feels like everything is working against you, resilience is the thing that keeps you moving forward. It's the quiet strength that gets you out of bed when all you want to do is pull the covers over your head. It's the ability to keep fighting even when victory feels impossible. Michael's journey proves that with resilience, the odds don't stand a chance. No matter what life throws your way, you have the power to rise up, rebuild, and come out stronger on the other side. His story isn't just about winning a race, it's about winning against the odds. Sarah's journey pushing through exhaustion. Life often asks a lot of us. Take Sarah, for instance. She had a dream of becoming a teacher, but the path wasn't easy. Juggling a full-time job, late-night study sessions, and the constant pressure of exams left her feeling drained and overwhelmed. There were days when she wondered if it was all worth it, when it felt like she couldn't keep up with the endless demands of work, school, and life in general. Every day she fought fatigue, doubt. But Sarah had something powerful that kept her going: resilience. Even when exhaustion set in and it seemed impossible to get through another night of studying, Sarah kept pushing forward. She took each day one step at a time. Instead of getting lost in how difficult it all was, she focused on the small wins, completing a chapter of study, finishing a project, getting one step closer to her goal. The journey wasn't easy. There were moments when she thought about giving up, when she felt like she couldn't possibly handle another deadline or late-night cram session. But Sarah kept going. She didn't let the overwhelming nature of the task stop her from moving forward, no matter how small the steps were. Finally, the day came when she walked across the stage at graduation, diploma in hand. All the sleepless nights, all the sacrifices, and all the hard work had paid off. But it wasn't just the diploma that mattered, it was the resilience she built along the way. Sarah had learned the power of persistence, of pushing through when everything felt impossible, and of never letting the challenges define her. Sarah's story reminds us that resilience isn't about going through life without struggle. It's about pushing through those struggles with determination, even when you feel like you can't go another step. It's about showing up, doing the work, and believing in the bigger picture, even when it seems far out of reach. No matter how tough the road gets, resilience means you keep moving forward, one step at a time. Her journey teaches us that while we can't always control the obstacles in our way, we can control how we respond. With resilience, every challenge becomes an opportunity to grow and become stronger. It's the force that keeps you going when everything else tells you to stop. Sarah didn't just earn her degree, she earned the strength to face whatever life throws her way next. Age is no barrier, James' story of adaptation. Resilience isn't just for the young or the ambitious. It's a quality that anyone at any stage of life can tap into. Take James, for example. James had always been an adventurer, someone who loved to travel and experience the world. But after a life-changing accident, his ability to move freely was limited. The world he once knew, full of exploring new places, meeting new people, and experiencing the unknown, suddenly felt out of reach. For many, it would have been easy to fall into despair, to give up on their dreams, and accept that things would never be the same. But James wasn't willing to let his circumstances define his future. Instead of focusing on what he couldn't do, James shifted his perspective to what he could do. He adapted. He found new ways to enjoy the things he loved. He traveled with the help of technology and friends, exploring places that were accessible but still full of wonder. James didn't let his physical limitations stop him from living life to the fullest. He embraced new opportunities and created new adventures. Rather than seeing his accident as the end of his journey, he saw it as the beginning of a new chapter, one where resilience would be his greatest ally. Through his journey, James taught us a powerful lesson. Resilience isn't about resisting change or avoiding obstacles. It's about adapting, finding new paths, and making the most of the situation you're in. It's about recognizing that while you can't control every circumstance, you can control your attitude and your response. James could have given up on his dreams of travel, but instead, he found a way to make them a reality, just in a different way. What makes James's story so powerful is that it shows resilience doesn't have an age limit. It doesn't matter how old you are or what stage of life you're in, there is always a way forward. Resilience is about having the courage to adapt and the strength to persevere no matter how much life changes or how big the challenge feels. James didn't just adjust to his new life, he made it meaningful. And in doing so, he proved that resilience is truly ageless. His story reminds us that challenges don't define us, our resilience does. No matter what obstacles you face, there is always a way to rise, adapt, and live a life full of purpose. And that's why we appreciate resilience is within you. No matter who you are or what challenges you face, resilience is something that lies within you. It's a power that we all possess, even when we don't realize it. It's not about being perfect or immune to hardship. It's about how we respond to life's difficulties, how we rise when things get tough, and how we keep going even when the path forward seems unclear. Look at Michael, Sarah, and James. Their stories aren't just about overcoming obstacles. They're about discovering their own inner strength in the face of adversity. What they all have in common is that they refuse to let life's challenges stop them. Instead, they chose to move forward, step by step, building resilience along the way. Resilience isn't just some abstract concept that only a few people are born with. It's something we can all cultivate, no matter where we're starting from. It starts with the decision to not let fear or failure dictate our future. It's about pushing through self-doubt, getting up when we fall, and choosing to keep going even when it feels like we're not making progress. It's about finding the courage to take that first step, even when you're not sure where it will lead. The good news is, resilience isn't something you need to find somewhere outside of yourself. It's already within you. Think back to the times in your life when you thought you couldn't go on, but somehow you found a way. Those moments of persistence, when you pushed yourself past your limits and proved to yourself that you're stronger than you thought, those are the moments that build resilience. Every challenge you've overcome has added another layer of strength, another reason to keep going, and another piece of evidence that you can handle whatever comes your way. Resilience doesn't mean you won't face setbacks or hard times. In fact, it means the opposite. It's about accepting that life will be difficult at times, but still finding a way to keep moving forward. It's about trusting yourself, trusting that no matter how tough things get, you have the power to adapt, to learn, and to rise. It's about knowing that no matter how many times you fall, you'll always have the strength to stand back up. So the next time you face a challenge, remember this: resilience is within you. It's not about being invincible, it's about being willing to keep going even when the odds are stacked against you. And that is what will carry you through, time and time again. You've got this. You've heard the stories of Michael, Sarah, and James. Each of them faced overwhelming odds, But the truth is, their stories aren't just unique to them. They could be your story too. Because no matter what challenge you're facing right now, you've got everything inside you to overcome it. The same resilience that helped them push through adversity is available to you. It's not about waiting for the perfect moment or having everything go according to plan. It's about finding the strength to move forward even when it feels like everything is falling apart. We all face different battles in life. Some are big, some are small, but each one tests our limits. Whether you're dealing with personal struggles, professional setbacks, or challenges that seem completely out of your control, it's easy to feel overwhelmed. But here's the reality. Your ability to push through those tough times is what defines you. It's not the obstacles that shape your story. It's how you rise from them. Think about it. So, what's your challenge right now? Whatever it is, know this. You have everything it takes to rise above it. It might not be easy, and the road may feel long, but each step you take is one step closer to overcoming it. Whether you're facing something physical, emotional, or mental, you have the power to turn your situation around. The strength you need is already inside you. It's just waiting to be tapped into. The journey won't be perfect. You'll stumble, you'll face setbacks, but those are not signs of failure, they're signs of growth. Resilience is about pushing past those tough times and coming out stronger. It's about trusting yourself enough to know that no matter how hard things get, you will find a way to succeed. So take a deep breath, trust in your strength, and remember, you've got this. The odds don't stand a chance when resilience is on your side. So now that you've seen the power of resilience through the stories of Michael, Sarah, and James, remember, resilience isn't something you're born with. It's something you choose. Life will throw challenges your way, and yes, there will be moments when you feel like giving up. But the key to winning against the odds is not how many times you fall, but how many times you get back up. You have the strength inside you to overcome anything life throws at you. It's already there, waiting for you to unlock it. The road may not always be easy, but with resilience, every setback becomes a lesson, and every challenge becomes a stepping stone towards your success. Now it's your turn. What challenge are you ready to conquer? It's time to tap into that resilience within you and take that first step toward victory. If you found this message inspiring and want more tools and motivation to help you along the way, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Join us here at Robbins Vision, where we're all about helping you discover your strength and unlock your true potential. Let's keep pushing forward together.